Hey y'all, I'm Hubert, everyone's favorite redneck from Nitro Circus. I'm doing a cross-country ride, but on my way to the starting point, I figured I'd stop by Ivex here in American Falls, Idaho. Hey Alex, how are you?
Yeah, it's William.
Oh, okay. I
Yeah.
talked to you on the phone, but I don't see a lot of faces here, so. So show us what you got going on here.
So I'll take some of this out back and show you more of it. But just while we're standing here, this is our Can-Am belt change tool. It makes it super quick and easy. Thread it in, pop it open, and change your belt.
Probably see that on my videos. I've shown that. It's an amazing tool.
Super handy. Something everybody should have in their glove box.
These guys are all about quality, like machine billet. I would have made it out of some coat hangers or something like that just to make it cheaper. We got a little mini suitcase here. What is that, a phone case?
Yeah. We just ordered them from Verizon.
Okay. Okay. Magic clutch weights. Those are pretty.
Yeah, so
Those are very pretty.
We take and make these in-house just down the road, which we'll hopefully show you a little bit later on where they're made.
What is that made of? Because
This is made out of stainless steel.
I was going to say, who is the guy that you pay that runs a torch and just heats it and makes that bronze color?
Yeah, they just paint it, you know.
Well, I've done it with titanium foot pegs, and I just take a torch and heat them until they're blue.
Yeah.
And
So we've got
it makes it look super cool, but you can't really see them.
Yeah, no, we actually have a precision oven for heat treating them, and it actually hardens the weights. So gives you the beautiful gold bronze effect, as well as actually functionally makes them stronger.
That's pretty awesome. All right, so show us what else we got going on here.
So this is our inventory space right here. And we've got our front desk office here.
You must have a dog, because I see a dog bed.
Yep, we've got our guard dog, keeps the inventory in check.
There you go.
You'll probably meet her at some point. And in the back here, we've got the production bench where all of the stuff is put together into kits ready to be shipped.
Carries quite a bit of stuff here.
Yeah, we try to keep stocked up, but
And there's a wide range of stuff you have to stock for. So
yeah, we have a lot of buggies and snowmobiles that we work with. So
Oh yeah, y'all are buggies and sleds. I don't know nothing about a sled. I'm from Tennessee.
yeah,
It don't snow like that there.
we deal with the cold and the hot.
And I'm glad it doesn't snow like that there.
So this is our welding area over here.
Okay. Got welding workshop.
Yep.
If you don't mind, I went ahead and pulled my machines in here.
Yeah.
Just for profiling purposes.
I'll let them sit there for a minute.
Okay.
This is more more inventory on the back here for turbo stuff and our laser that we use to cut the foam out for the cases.
You have a laser.
Yep.
Just to cut foam.
Yep.
Is that cost effective versus a 10-year-old with a razor blade?
Well, I haven't tried the 10-year-old with a razor blade yet.
How old are your kids?
8, so I got a couple years.
You're getting there. You're getting there. When kids get 10, they get with a good razor. You might be able to
might be able to
offload
save some
that and
money.
make some money back. But then again, they want to get paid. So
Yeah, nowadays everybody wants to get paid.
I know it's very strange.
So back here we've got our shop space. We've got 2 snowmobiles.
It looks like a real working shop.
Quite a few.
Kind of stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
My shop looks like that. It's just not that big.
Yep. We've got a lot going on in here right now. So over here, I've got a few more products I can show you.
Oh. Of course, here's my machines that are going across country. We got the X3 22 model and a 22 Commander. Got them wrapped up, looking nice. And when they're done, we'll have 22 model machines with 4,000 miles on them for sale.
All in a month.
In a month, exactly. Of course, repping all the good brands. Of course, we got the goat right there, the Ivex. What else you got? But wait, there's more.
We got a big yellow bumblebee out there. You want to walk out there?
I want to see this red car. What
All
is
right.
this? What on earth is this?
We have
I think he's got the wrong tires.
Yeah.
Those look like trail tires, and it does not look like a trail machine.
Yeah, this is his grocery getter.
Okay. I love that air filter. I mean, like.
Yeah, that way he knows if it falls off.
Yeah, okay.
And when it's dirty, he can see it.
Jeez Louise.
So this is one of our sponsored riders, Tommy Clark, and he rides with the Lunatic Racing Team.
Okay.
This is a short course car. Yeah, he's been struggling originally with this car. He had some other products on it, and he was struggling getting it running. He hooked up with us, and then we've kind of gone through. We got him the turbo kit and the clutch kit, and then he actually found out some of his original issues was due to some inherent design flaws in the motor he had purchased. So we got him a motor. So this car's got quite a few of our parts on it now. And he's dynoing right now about 360 to the wheels with the setup he's at right now.
I mean, just this is ridiculous. And I'm not just saying that for camera. Like, this is literally ridiculous.
It is pretty rowdy.
Rowdy's not even a word. Like, that poor little factory turbo down there is probably praying for its life.
Yeah.
Well, here we go.
That turbo's actually a little bit bigger than a stock one.
Yeah, but I mean,
it's more or
in
less.
comparison.
Yeah, it's a little cutie.
Yeah.
So the fun part is that's what makes the car drivable. I can show you somewhat of it here. I've got a little bit of a custom exhaust on this one, but you can see what it's packed in there nice and tight and
Oh, wow.
kind of.
I mean, you have definitely some add-ons, but still.
Yeah. Yep. So
y'all make that intake?
we make the intake, which is also highly recommended part. We have two versions of it. This one is our right-hand delivery. It's a little bit more money because you got to get new piping and everything. We have a left-hand stock location delivery option for people that just want something that's not going to blow up.
Okay.
If you start to push boost on these, even the stock turbo, you start to risk breaking the factory one in half because they're a two-piece that are glued together and that glue will fail.
Oh, okay. I didn't know nothing about that. I had a friend that was saying his machine would run away.
Yeah, that's probably
when he would rev it, it would run away, and I was like, you probably have an air leak.
Yeah.
And that's just what it sounds like mechanically working on dirt bikes and stuff. If you have an air leak, the throttle runs away back and forth. It's very slow.
Yeah.
And I think I told him to check this stuff out. I was like, maybe call these guys. I said, they probably know more than I do. Actually, I know they know more than I do after talking to him now. It's like, holy cow. I said, and I don't know what. I think he actually sold it. He just got sick of it.
Oh, yeah.
Like, well, that's one way to fix it.
That's a good way to get rid of it. Get another one.
So that's your compound kit.
Yep, that's our compound kit hiding up inside there. You see it connects to your factory air intake, everything there. Normally we'll have a straight pipe out that comes out, connects to your factory muffler. Like I said, this one's a little bit customized because I'm planning on putting a cooler right here. So
You belong in the Southeast.
You got to have your cooler. I mean, what's the point of riding without the cooler?
Exactly. So
I'm modifying this one a little bit right now, but as far as the turbo kit goes, it's super nice, compact. It's actually reasonably easy to install. You don't have to take your factory turbo off. You can leave that all on there. You literally just take your exhaust off, and this kit bolts on where your exhaust went, and you run a few hoses. The hardest part is getting your charge pipe connected from this turbo to that turbo. That one is a little bit of a bear, but other than that, it's pretty simple, and we've got a few different stages. We've got the basic kit that we kind of are almost dropping the base one because what we're finding is the turbo is too capable of building too much power to run it on your stock intercooler and stock air intake. So our base kit now comes with an intercooler and an air intake.
just kind of preventing some
some
boo-hoos later.
Yeah, all you got to do is have a quick blip of something not right and you blow that stuff up. So we just decided it's not that much more money. You get better cooling characteristics out of the aftermarket intercooler. We get a little bit more torque in the mid-range with our air intake. So it's kind of a win-win.
Yeah, for sure.
So
Why would you? You're already kind
at
of
that point, you're
it.
spending the money.
Well, if you're spinning it, you get a little bit better quality and less
Yeah.
likely for failure.
Yep, exactly.
I mean, y'all don't want nobody to fail by no means, but
No.
you can kind of prevent that. It fully makes sense. Cool. Well, thank you for showing us around.
Yeah, no, it's good
And,
to,
great seeing the
good to
shop.
have you
and-
down here.
All right, so we talked with William around the shop and around clutching and basically a wide range of things that Ivex offers. We got Alex over here. He's going to show us on their dyno runs and all your kind of tuning. And I see you got one of the basically the newest machines on the market.
Yeah.
First of all, how'd you get it? Second of all, well, it's not a Can-Am.
No.
But
it's-
third, what are you doing to it?
So first we got it from Polaris actually. Yeah, Can-Am didn't make this one. Polaris made this one. We love this machine. It's got the new 4-cylinder Pro motor in it. And so it sounds a little bit different than your typical Can-Am or the old.
Sounds like a Honda Civic.
Yeah, it sounds like a four-cylinder because that's what it is, and we're excited about it. So what we're doing right now is we're just trying to get a little bit more horsepower out of it. Everybody loves horsepower. We love horsepower. So what we're doing is just tuning it as it comes from the factory with we put a slip-on muffler on it. But it's so far we've really liked it. We've gotten about 13 horse out of it, I think, naturally aspirated, just tweaking the fueling and the timing and a few other things. And then our clutch kit that we're coming out with, we were doing our typical profile change that William probably talked to you about. What it does is it makes it so that we can run a lot lighter weight but still pull the RPM down and run the engine at its peak efficiency. So we have dropped this one from 117 grams to about 53 is what we're running right now. We're running an aluminum weight. We're checking on longevity and everything for that. This is just a prototype setup. So far, we've gotten about 5 horsepower from just doing a clutch kit over top of stock, which is really nice. The engagement is really nice and smooth, which we've always loved. And we focus heavily on trying to get that to be smooth when you take it off. If you're trying to load into a trailer or something like that, rock crawl, stuff like that, it's nice to have a smooth engagement, as you probably
That's
probably
a big
know.
thing for me.
So
And so, I mean, y'all are farmers. I mean, you grew up around farming, cutting wheat and all that kind of
Yep.
stuff, and just love horsepower.
yep.
So, but you have the real equipment. Like people might get a little, oh, well, that's just numbers. Well, no, we've got a drum here.
Yep.
We've got, so y'all are the real deal. You got the dyno and
Yeah, so this is a Superflow dyno that we bought to measure the horsepower between stock, see what they run stock. Ours, they're running on our dyno is about 165 horse is what this thing is showing. With the tune, we're showing 170. With a tuning clutch kit, we're showing about 175. So
it's a pretty substantial gain.
yeah, just off of a clutch kit and off of tuning on it, especially an NA motor, is super impressive. We still got some more tweaking that we're going to do, which is very early stages of the tuning. So we'll be working a lot harder trying to maximize the horsepower and of course keeping the longevity of the motor and the reliability that everybody loves.
So, like, where does all this come from? Like, talking with William, y'all come from, of course, farming and motorheads and riding sleds and getting into UTVs and such as that. Where does this root from? Is there a history in this, or you just kind of roll the dice and see what happened? Or?
Well, we do that on a lot of stuff, but you've got to have a plan to go along with it. So we started, going clear back to even my grandpa's days. He was one of the first ones to ever put propane injection on tractors. This was back before they had, before they were turbo in tractors, which a lot of people nowadays don't even realize that there wasn't turbos on diesels. And so it stemmed from there. They put propane on those tractors to give them a little bit more horsepower. And then, of course, that transferred into my dad and his 2 brothers. They started Bully Dog and Chips and stuff like that. So we've always been horsepower junkies. Dad he kind of got us started into the snowmobile side of stuff where we were doing porting and piping and jetting. And, back then there wasn't electronic fuel injection. And then we started, the UTV market started to get big, and we love horsepower and 4-stroke motors and all that. So we started getting into that in about 2013, 2014 on the old 900 Polarises. And then in 17, when the Can-Am came out, we jumped on that. We created the twin turbo kit that we have now for it. And now they've gotten bigger and putting bigger motors, bigger suspension in all of them. So we're just, basically moving with the market. And we've always, like like you said, we've always been horsepower junkies. Our combines and farm equipment that we always do, we always soup those up. We put bigger injectors in them, bigger turbos, whatever we can do to just make it even cut grain faster to try and help the market in that kind of stuff. So we just, everything we touch, it's got to be faster than what it is stock.
Yeah, this was from your grandpa days.
Yes,
and
yeah.
The power junkie just kind of, it developed and then it moved aside and we could develop this way and it just kind of fluctuated. And I mean, I guess coming from sleds, the drivetrain is, the clutch setup's very similar.
Yeah.
So you kind of have a heads up on that.
Yeah, CVTs in sleds have been clear back in the 70s. So, when we started messing with those, it transfers over to this. Of course, you've got different motors, different torque levels, different horsepower. But it's all stemmed from that. We're not jumping into something that we don't know. That's for sure. So
that's super impressive. And I bet there's people that probably don't know kind of the history because, I mean, to be real, there's probably about 30 clutch companies out there.
Yeah.
And whether they're just private labeled or whether they're developing from ground up like y'all, who really knows?
Yeah.
And then there's probably 5 or 6 that are more well known. And then of course y'all are well known. Your customer service is unreal because I've called up here with some questions like, how does this even work? And y'all are usually pretty quick to help understand. We
at Bully Dog, I actually worked in the tech department. That was Dad's big thing, was making sure that we took care of the customer. The most annoying thing to my dad and my brother and I is not being able to get a hold of a company when we're in a jam, especially when it comes to farm side of stuff. I mean, if you can't get a hold of somebody and can't get a part, in this industry, it's fine. It's not fine, but it's better. Whereas when we worked in the farm world, Mother Nature doesn't wait for the rain to come and go, So if something breaks, I mean, people, make fun of us. Oh, you guys farmerize stuff. Yeah, we get the job done. And then when we develop our stuff into our production stuff, that's what, you saw the cases and stuff. We want our stuff to look nice. We want our customers to feel comfortable with what they're buying. On top of that, if they have a problem, they can get a hold of somebody who knows what they're talking about. And that's our biggest thing, is making sure our customers are taken care of.
Well, I mean, just getting things done around here is definitely the way of the area, because I went to Ace Hardware last night and it was open till 11.
Yeah.
Like back home, they're closed at 5.
Yeah.
I mean, they definitely have the mentality around here of like, stuff's got to get done.
Yeah.
And especially, of course, UTVs and stuff is awesome, but it's kind of first world stuff. But if you come from that stuff, that it has to happen.
Yeah, and
you've naturally carried it over. That's
and
amazing.
There's a lot of farmers right now. I mean, we're in the middle of harvest right now. Grain harvest is coming to an end, and we're starting into potatoes and beets. And you've got guys that work till 11 o'clock at night, so they want to grab something to eat, drink, or whatever, that they can go to Ace now. And so that's the mentality behind why they stay open as late as
go
they
to
do.
Ace.
So, yeah, exactly. Go to Ace.
Is the place.
Ace is the place.
Well, that's pretty awesome. Well, good to hear the family story and kind of where it comes from, and definitely where it's developed to. And y'all don't have no dealings with Bully Dog anymore.
Yep. They sold that business in 14, and we started Ibex at the end of 16, and starting in a different direction.
But took all the knowledge and the kind of mindset.
Everything that
we're going to push it this way.
Yep, everything we learned from them and Grandpa and Dad and I've even got my nephew. He called us the other day and his bike chain fell off and he was trying to figure out how to put it back on, and it's cool to see that even what we know and our enthusiasm in going fast is transferred down to my nephew. And my daughter's not old enough yet, but I'm sure she'll be a gear junkie. So
y'all are a family of power. It sounds
we
power
love
junkies.
We love horsepower. It's just there's just the never enough. Just never enough.
Well, I kind of beg to differ. I mean, I love it, but at the same time, I'm like, sometimes I just want to get in and go ride.
Yeah, and that's true, and that's what we try to develop with our customers: is safe, reliable horsepower, safe, reliable clutch kit. It all comes together so you can get the power to the motor, the power to the ground, making sure that it's obviously safe and reliable, because that's what people want. I mean, that's what we want. So,
Well, it fully makes sense. Well, thanks for the time. Thanks for showing me around, and pretty awesome dyno runs.
Yeah, thank you for coming. We appreciate you coming down from clear across the U.S.